What's up guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War video. In today's video we're going to be talking about Prestige Mode. So we have some information in this video about Prestige Mode being in Black Ops Cold War, as well as kind of an opinion piece and a little bit extra as well. So before we get into the video, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell, that way you guys stay up to date with all the latest Black Ops Cold War videos. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, if you don't know what we're talking about, Prestige Mode is basically in a Call of Duty game when you reach, you go from like level 1 to, in a lot of recent games, it's been about 55 levels. And after you max out your level, you stop earning XP, and so you have all your weapons unlocked, all your kill streaks, you have everything unlocked at that point. Well, they introduced Prestige Mode so you can reset all the way back down to level 1, but you get like a new emblem, a lot of times like a new calling card, and in recent games you also got like a permanent unlock token, because since you go back to level 1, every weapon, every kill streak, everything becomes locked again, basically as if you were like back to level 1, right? But in recent Call of Duty games, you got a prestige, like a permanent unlock token. So when you prestige, you could still keep one item from that prestige that you have permanently. And I felt like that was a good system. But the Prestige Mode has been around since Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 had 10 prestiges. World at War had 10 prestiges. Modern Warfare 2 had 10. Black Ops 1 had 15. Modern Warfare 3 had 20. Like, there's been in every like Call of Duty game until Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare changed it, so Modern Warfare does not have a prestige mode. So instead, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, instead what happens is, say you play the game for the very first time, you start out at level 1, you rank up, once you hit level 55, you don't actually prestige, instead you rank up some more to 56, then 56 to 57, all the way up to level 155. And once you reach level 155, once you complete that level, you are done. You do not earn any more XP, and it's kind of interesting because after you hit level 55, all of your weapons are unlocked, so there's only one benefit to actually going past level 55, and that is that it gives you access to like these like challenges, right? So there's 100 challenges that you get as like when you reach level 155, you have 100 challenges unlocked. But what's also unfortunate though is that it is seasonal, so these reset every single season. So when a season ends, and say like before the season ends you reach level 155, well, when the new season begins, you are going to get reset back down to 55. You will never drop below 55, but you're going to go back down to 55, and then you're going to have to rank up all the way back up to 155 again, and you're going to have to get new challenges too. So like it's seasonal, so those challenges you can't go back and get those in future seasons. But all in all, it's an interesting system because basically it's just seasonal levels is what it is. So it keeps people playing seasonally, so they come back, they're like, oh yeah, I might have like maxed out my rank this season, okay, and I'm going to kind of stop playing. The new season begins, you come back and you want to test out all the new content, see what's new in the game, and also rank up again. So it is good in that regard, but at the same time, replacing a prestige mode is pretty bad, and it was kind of interesting. Charlie Intel posted a poll over on Twitter the other day where they asked their community, like, how many of you guys want to see a traditional prestige mode return, and how many of you guys want the new Modern Warfare seasonal ranks to return in Black Ops Cold War. And the majority of people voted for a prestige mode, and this was like tens of thousands of people voting on this. This was thousands of people, like so many people in the community were very vocal about prestige mode returning, and I am absolutely one of those people. I want prestige mode to return. I do not like the seasonal levels in Modern Warfare at all. In my personal opinion, I feel like that has kind of kept me from playing the game, because to me, I see no point in ranking up past level 55, because I know, okay, hey, in 2.5 months, that progress is just going to go down the drain. It's just going to get reset. There's no way for you to not get it reset. And some people say it's better than prestige mode because like they don't see any rewards for prestige mode, but like at the same time, with these new levels, what reward do you get for getting these new levels? You get access to a challenge that you also have to unlock. Okay, that's it. Cool. You get an emblem. All right. Well, when you prestige, like you also get an emblem, yeah, but there's also prestige challenges. And Modern Warfare 3, I feel like, had one of the better prestige systems because it gave you access to the prestige shop, and it gave you a prestige token that you could use on a number of different things, and that was really cool. So that's the thing I liked about prestige mode, though, is it gave you the option. So people who like this mode where they're like, I don't like prestiging, I don't want to reset my stuff. Well, okay, that's fine, because what we've had for the past like 10 years in Call of Duty games is once you hit level 55, you don't have to prestige. The game doesn't force you to. You have everything unlocked. You do not have to if you don't want to. The option is there for people who want something to strive for, but it doesn't force you to. In Modern Warfare, it forces you to be reset back down to 55. There's literally nothing you can do about it. Forces you down. And also, in my opinion, it also makes the game a lot lackluster, like at launch too. Because when Modern Warfare first came out, I was prepared to grind to 10th prestige, try and be the first person in the world to reach that, and just play that game a ton. But it was just 155 levels, so I was the first person in the United States to get there, and it took me like 2 days to get to level 155. And literally as soon as I hit level 155, I was like, okay, sounds good. Ended the stream, went to sleep, and that was about it. I kind of played Modern Warfare, a couple times a day after that, but that was basically my extended duration of playing that game, was during that stream. And it kind of turns me off, though, because I'm like, after I reach the max rank, I don't really want to play anymore. And I personally, I just like Prestige mode. I like to have something to grind for, and I know a lot of people say, like, okay, well, there's Damascus and stuff you can grind for in Modern Warfare. Okay, well, there's also Dark Matter in other games that have Prestige mode. Like Black Ops 4 had a Prestige mode. You can still grind for Dark Matter in that. Okay, cool. So apparently, the whole thing, like last year when all this talk was going on about Prestige mode not being in Modern Warfare, it was that they're kind of replacing it because they're doing the weapon levels instead. So like every weapon has like 80 levels. So instead of ranking up your character, instead you rank up all these weapons. And I think, okay, that's not really a substitute though. I think it would be a cool addition. Yeah, ranking up all your weapons like all the way up to level 80, that's kind of a grind. And that's cool, but it should be alongside a traditional like prestige mode where you can still rank up and get XP, because like using all these weapons all the time, you're getting all these kills, your XP goes for nothing once you hit level 155. And like I said, it honestly doesn't even take you that long to get there. It took me like 2 days to get to a 155, but then you compare that to say Prestige Master, that's Prestige 10 level 55, and that usually takes like 5-6 days to get there. Like it takes a little while. And then what's also been really cool in recent Call of Duty games is they've had 1,000 levels. So Prestige Master level 1,000. And that gave hardcore fans something really to grind for. And I mean, personally, like today, I'm about to hit level 1,000 in Black Ops 4. And I really enjoy it. But like personally, once I hit 1,000, I'm probably not going to play on that account very much longer. And that's just because I like ranking up, so I'm probably going to start a new account and play on a new account. Or like that's why people also reset their stats. It's because they want something to grind for. Whereas if you're just sitting at the max level all the time, it kind of feels like, okay, well, what's the point? Yeah, sure, there's other stuff in the game for you to work on, but like you're getting XP, but it's not going towards anything. Then kind of what's the point? It's just something fun, something else to grind for and do. But this video isn't just totally a rant. We do have a little bit of information about this. So this is coming from Tom Henderson over on Twitter. So he says that prestiging, I last heard in July that it's a similar ranking system to Modern Warfare. The reason for Treyarch's decision is because they ultimately felt like it made a lot more sense in connection with Warzone. And then he continues saying, that being said, the same source also told me that Treyarch is aware of the community's feelings towards prestiging, so changes might be made. Because as it stands right now, according to leaks and according to the game code, Black Ops Cold War will have the exact same leveling system as Modern Warfare. So just 155 levels. I mean, it also makes sense with it being tied to Warzone. I don't know how that's going to work exactly, though, because are we just going to have 155 levels in Black Ops Cold War? Also, if Warzone is also going to be in Black Ops Cold War, does that mean that your levels transfer between games? So if you are currently sitting at level 77 in Modern Warfare, when you boot up Black Ops Cold War day one, are you also going to be at level 77? Or are you going to be back down to level 1? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. But it is good to hear that Treyarch is aware that the community wants prestiging, and I hope that they will listen to the community, because this is something pretty huge to a lot of people. Like, this is something like the reason why I don't play Modern Warfare a whole lot, like I said. And I feel like if anybody's going to actually listen to the community and implement it, it would be Treyarch. Infinity Ward does not seem to care whatsoever about what the community has to say. I mean, that's obvious with like skill-based matchmaking, with the mini-map, all these decisions, doors, safe places, the spawns, all this sort of stuff. Seems like Infinity Ward does not care what the community has to say, whereas Treyarch takes deep care in what the community wants. But I've also seen an idea popping around about potentially, maybe we could get a prestige mode and seasonal ranks, and I feel like that could honestly work very well. I don't have anything against seasonal ranks, like except for the fact that it resets you. I feel like if you had initial 10 prestiges when the game came out, and then when like the new season starts, they added more levels, sure, that'd be cool. But I don't like the whole, okay, you get reset every season, because like I said, it feels kind of disingenuous that, oh, all my progress just got wiped away, all for what? Like nothing. And adding levels to Call of Duty games isn't exactly new. We've had this for years. I believe Modern Warfare 3 was the first game to actually add stuff. So in Modern Warfare 3, when the game very first came out, it had 10 prestiges, right? 10 prestiges, I think it was 80 levels of prestige, and that was it. So you got to the 10th prestige, like level 80 or max. Well, they found a lot of people are actually getting there pretty quickly because, you know, they had all that like double XP with Mountain Dew and stuff. Hardcore fans were able to reach that. So in a title update, they put out another 5 prestiges. So it gave people who were at the max rank, okay, now you guys can rank up some more and keep playing our game. And then they did it again. They released another 5 prestiges. So Modern Warfare 3 has 20 prestiges, and I feel like it's great. You see a bunch of people who are 20th prestige in Modern Warfare if you go back and play it. And I think that's great because, like I said, like if you want to grind for it, you can. And it gives those hardcore fans something to do. But also at the same time, it's like, hey, if you don't want to prestige, you don't want to go back to level 1, you can just sit at level 80. Nobody's forcing you to prestige or anything. It's perfect. Then Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 just had 10 prestiges, didn't add anything later. Ghosts actually had this instead with Extinction Mode. So Extinction Mode had 10 prestiges of like 30 levels each when the game first came out. But every time a DLC came out, they added 5 prestiges. So by the time all the DLC season was said and done, Ghost's Extinction Mode had 30 prestiges in it, which is actually so crazy. And I personally hit Prestige 30. I liked Extinction, and it gave me something to do because, I mean, Extinction, like in and of itself, like there's not a whole ton for you to do. There's not a ton of replay value. But for me, since there was an XP like mode and like prestiging and stuff, it kind of gave me something to grind for. I was like, okay, I at least want to be able to hit Prestige Master in Extinction. So I played it a lot, and I reached it. But I think that was cool. I mean, it's basically seasonal. Every time a new DLC came out, they added new prestiges. Advanced Warfare shipped with 15 prestiges when the game first came out. And then, in an update, I think it was around March of 2015, they actually added 15 more prestiges. Those were the Grand Master prestiges, so it was the exact same prestige emblem, just in gold, so it made Advanced Warfare have 30 prestiges total. I like that because I hit Prestige Master in Advanced Warfare very quickly, and when I hit Prestige Master, I kind of stopped playing the game because, like I've said, I play games for XP, and so once I hit Prestige Master, there wasn't really much left for me to do in the game. So they added another 15 prestiges. I kept playing the game. Black Ops 3 was interesting. It launched with 10 prestiges, but in an update, instead of adding, you know, another set of prestiges, Treyarch introduced 1,000 levels. So you could go to 10th prestige, you know, Master Prestige. Well, then they added it, so if you were Master Prestige, you, instead of prestiging, you continue to go up, okay, 56, 57, all the way up to level 1,000. And World War II also implemented that as well. Black Ops 4 had that. Even the Zombies modes had that in Black Ops 3, World War II, and Black Ops 4. Infinite Warfare added more prestiges as time went on. And all in all, I think it was great. But then Modern Warfare came and changed the entire thing around. And like I've said, I dislike that. But I do feel like this idea of having prestiges and seasonal ranks can work together. So if the game releases with 10 prestiges, so it gives those, you know, fans something to grind for right when the game comes out. You know, it might take them a little while, but then maybe after that, maybe we kind of go back to the Black Ops 3 route, where instead of like Black Ops 4, you know, there was instantly 1,000 levels as soon as you hit Prestige Master, as soon as the game came out. There wasn't this grace period where, okay, I can be sitting at the max level for a little while. Okay, then they added more levels. It was literally just going from level 1 all the way up to 10th prestige, level 1,000. So I would be okay if we had both. So, you know, we had 10 prestiges off the bat, and then every time a new season started, they added maybe 5 prestiges. I feel like that'd be great. It gives the hardcore fans something to grind for. And then for those people who don't want to grind for it, great. You can just sit at the max rank. Nobody's forcing you to prestige. That's just fine. It's also kind of interesting, the argument between prestiging and also just straight like these 1,000 levels, because you take a game like Advanced Warfare that had 30 prestiges and a game like Black Ops 3 that had 1,000 levels. What are the differences there? Okay, well, prestiging is just the exact same. You go back to level 1, you got to re-unlock everything all the way up to 30. Well, instead, with the 1,000 levels, as soon as you hit Prestige Master, like level 55, you have everything unlocked. So you continue to have literally everything in the game unlocked from level 55 all the way up to 1,000. And I kind of prefer that too, over constantly resetting my stuff down. I mean, you already did it 10 times, so at this point you finally get a hold on to everything and just grind 1,000 levels. So I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this in the comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys like prestiging? Do you guys like the Modern Warfare system? And also let me know why. if you guys like Modern Warfare system, let me know why. I'd be intrigued to see what your guys' reasonings are behind that, because I personally, I can't think of a reason why it's good. Like, maybe to keep people playing, but at the same time, like I floated that idea, you can still add stuff later on, you know, when seasons come out, without resetting your stuff and without getting rid of prestiges altogether. That's going to do it for our video today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I know it was kind of a rant, and I hope you guys stuck around. If you enjoyed, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, and like I said, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.